Caution: the following video may include spoilers about Transformers The Last Night and Star Wars The Last Jedi. So if you have not seen the movies, I will give you enough time to pick a different video. Woohoo! Can't wait to see the two movies I really want to see right now. Transformers The Last Night and Star Wars The Last Jedi. I can't believe that it's so close. Transformers The Last Night has already been out. Can't believe I haven't seen it yet. I guess I'll just need to wait until it's on DVD or something. But Star Wars The Last Jedi, I am certainly going to the movies for. Wait a minute. Transformers The Last Night and Star Wars The Last Jedi? I need to find out about this. This is some similarity. I need to find out about it. And that's what I will be doing in this video, everybody. So, early on, I of course found out that Transformers and Star Wars had something in common. They had a Last Jedi and Last Night. Me and Disney 25 found this similarity, and we decided that I'd do the video to explain this. Thank you, Disney 25. If you're watching this, thank you for letting me do it. I would have let you do it, but since you allowed me to, thank you. So, anyway, I've taken time to process the similarities. Since I haven't seen either movie yet, of course, I've been working with it through the trailers and any pictures and stuff. So far, here's what everybody should know if they've seen the trailers. For one thing, in Transformers The Last Night, something happens to Optimus Prime that makes he went to the creators and they must have done something to him that makes him feel like Earth must die. Like, of course you see it in the trailers, like, Earth must die. And in Star Wars, hold on one second, Luke, of course, at the end of the first Last Jedi trailer, he says it's time for the Jedi to end. Both of these statements are things that these are both main characters that everybody loves, and we think, how could they say this? How could they believe this? Well, for one thing, Optimus, I think, gets a free pass since he must be manipulated or something, because he is so driven for humanity's survival and everything, what is right, that he would never just do this. Something must be controlling him. And Luke, on the other hand, we don't know. But based on this standpoint, something must have happened that revolving around how Kylo Ren left the Order and killed everybody and brought his entire order to ruin. It must have made him have a realization. It must have something during his time after the second Death Star exploded and the world came and the galaxy came to peace, that he had some realization. Now, we don't know the rest of this sentence, like, maybe he's trying to say something else, like, time for the Jedi to end, like, some of its traditions, or something like that. But usually when you hear this, like, how is there Star Wars without Jedi? That is going to be, if that's where it is going, you're going down a path, like, that is mind-blowing to many fans like me. So there's a possibility that Luke may end up fighting Rey, but Kylo Ren most likely. But the reason I'm saying that he might fight Rey is because Rey may see him, like, of course, in episode 7, Force Awakens, she says that, of course, she thought that Luke Skywalker was a myth, but if she's heard the stories of how the Empire fell and how much of a hero the rebellion was, she would probably say that originally Luke would never say this, and she would probably, even if she was not even a Jedi yet, that she would take the risk and face Luke to try and keep the Jedi Order the way it was. That's just my opinion. And Luke sees her as a threat or something, and he has to face her. Although, because the reason I think he's training her is, one, to gain her trust, and then tell him how he feels, and hopefully she understands him. But if she doesn't understand his viewpoint, then he may see her as a threat. That's my idea. Optimus Prime, of course, based on this picture, fighting Bumblebee, which is something I dreaded when I saw the trailer. Seeing him do this tore my heart apart and everything. But they're both against, basically, we're seeing it that they're viewing against everything they believed in and stuff like that, just through the trailers. I haven't seen the last night, so of course I'm not that much up to date. Don't tell me what happens in the movie in the comments, please. I beg you, please don't. Now, anyway, I will show you some further proof, I think, on that matter. But some other stuff that I did notice, I'm just gonna have there are some other things that I also noticed in the trailers and stuff, mainly from Star Wars: The Last Jedi. But of course, you've seen this scene in the trailer, and this is obviously the one in between The Rock and Luke. Obviously is Rey, and the one standing there is Luke. But it gives you the question, who is this little one on top of that rock? I think it's Master Yoda as maybe a Force ghost. And that's why I think it is, because we don't really know much other. We do know creatures as small as Yoda, but he's the first thing you think of when you see a creature that's small. So I think, like May, that's Yoda. I would love to see Yoda come back, or at least hear. I want to hear many voices. Like maybe I would like to hear Darth Vader again, like from The Force Awakens. Even though his breathing was low volume, you could still hear it. Maybe Darth Vader comes to Kylo in a Force vision or dream, because obviously, as Darth Vader always said, he killed Anakin, making them different personalities, making them different people, only in the same body. So that's what May Sith say. So the other things I noticed was this. Look at this poster here. You see that, and look at this one here. The only thing I'm saying that is because the origin of the light going up, it kind of looks the same, cutting off one side from the other. I'm saying this because, of course, I'm very optimistic, very observative. I just try, if I see a similarity, I just think it's connected to something. So I honestly think that somehow, when I see this movie finally, and I see The Last Jedi, I hopefully will see some kind of similarity in the plot. Something. Even if it's little, it may be something. So, another thing that I, basically in The Last Jedi, what may happen is you do see how originally it's all blue, and as you keep going, it's red. So I think that at first, Luke will make Rey feel that the difference between him and the First Order is a big, pure, clear one. And then as it keeps going, as she gets to know him more and train with him, she realizes that the connection isn't as the difference isn't as big. It's very small, and seeing the red there, I'm just saying it may be as clear as they're basically the same or something. Like it starts out big and pure until it changes into the exact opposite. So that's one thing I noticed, and I didn't get the picture, but if you also want to see a similarity, search up the poster for Star Wars: A New Hope, because you'll also notice the similarity with the lightsaber, how it ignites. There is a similarity that I noticed. With the villains are clearly made in each movie. Sorry if I'm out of order. I just did these pictures wrong. But the villains here originally are clearly made. Like, this is Megatron, I believe, and the First Order are clearly the bad guys. But I think that over time we'll see that there's another bad guy in this system. Like, of course, in Last Night, we'll see Optimus Prime as another enemy, but in The Last Jedi, we may also possibly see Luke Skywalker as the enemy, and that's something I honestly do not like. But if you don't know this, here's something for you. Originally when they were doing the original trilogy, I guess it was, like, for one thing, Harrison Ford hated Han Solo, which I can't believe, for one thing. And the other thing is that Mark Hamill, like, they originally wanted Luke to turn to the dark side, and Mark Hamill was with that. He was okay with it. So maybe in this movie they at least touch on that original idea. They could do it a little bit or all the way. Like, that's an idea. But if they want to do it, like, the director wanted this movie to be different, wanted it to connect with people and to not be like the others. So this one will really do it. Alright. Apart from the other stuff that I noticed, here's some other stuff. And originally I didn't know what to do with it. But maybe you guys can tell me what I can notice. Of course, there's this. I think the two on Optimus Prime's side aren't bad, but hopefully they aren't. But if they are on his side, then, I guess. Again, I've stated that. Also, many movies have used this kind of pose, like, not exactly like it, but if you've ever seen the Tron or Tron Legacy movie, like, they have the characters like Sam Flynn holding the disc up and causing a blue light to appear, and another character like Korra is right next to him, causing that kind of explosion of light. Like, they've done that multiple times with movies. So this will, I don't exactly know what it means. I think it must mean like enlightenment or a new beginning or something like that. But obviously this movie is trying to make that kind of connection. Also, based on this, does it not look familiar to the Jedi symbol? If you look closely, you will see the first cross from the left to the right. But if you look also very closely, you can possibly see the cross from the right top to the bottom left. And one going across you can see. So obviously of course, based on the trailer, we're also going to see the Jedi symbol on that book on the shelf. But that's another similarity that I noticed. Maybe she wants to follow the ways of the Jedi, and Luke just thinks that the Jedi should continue their ways because maybe of the restrictions and everything that's happened. For one thing, maybe for one, when maybe Han Solo and Leia, they didn't want Ben Solo to train with Luke so early. And they waited until he was older. Because like the Jedi do, they don't accept older students. They've done few exceptions. Luke, for example. And we both know how both of them turned out. And he must think it's his fault, because if he accepted Kylo Ren when he was too old in the Jedi's point of view, then he must think that it's his fault, and he thinks that he should have trained him earlier. Sorry, forgot that was the last one. Alright, so that's basically most of the similarities that I found between the two movies. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a while. We've had friends, cousins, and stuff visit us, like from Florida and all that. They've come up here to visit us, so I've been busy. And tell me what else do you guys want me to do? Like, what's the next thing? Alright, this video question, what's the next thing you want me to review? Like, do you want me to review a future movie, tell you my thoughts on it, or do you guys want me to, or do you want me to do the movie review? Do you want me to review the movie of Cars 3 or Despicable Me 3? Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for taking so much of your time. Sorry if I wasted it. May the Force be with you. Have a great day, everybody.